Hello and welcome to the video here today, whether you're here for the first time or you're returning. In today's video we are discussing the state of the fairy type in the Diamond and Pearl remakes. Starting off this video today, guys, just want to quickly shout out before we get too deep into the video for today that when these games, the Diamond and Pearl remake games, are coming out, I am planning to start streaming some games on my Twitch. Links are all in the description for those videos that will be putting up some streams for these games, and I'll be also just doing a few warm-up games of some other games for that, probably Sword and Shield, but you can check out what I'm doing over there on Twitch if you are interested. Right into it here today. So yes, the state of the fairy type in the new Diamond and Pearl remakes. So I did a video a little while ago, not that long ago, maybe just the last video, I can't recall now because I'm doing a lot of different videos at different times, so it's a little bit hard to remember where things are and whatnot. But anyway, you know, I did do that, what the state of the fire type is in the Diamond and Pearl remakes a little while ago. But again, I think that was a good discussion, or you know, an interesting discussion to say the least. But I think that the fairy type is a little bit more interesting because the thing about the fairy type in these games, it's the only type that's been added since Diamond and Pearl came out. So it does change quite a bit of, you know, the strategy and whatnot of these games. Some of the Pokemon that were in these games have now gained the fairy type, and there's obviously been a lot of fairy types added. So, you know, the thing is, are any of these Pokemon potentially going to be added? Now, I sort of went through this again with the fire type, you know, and despite that I thinking, you know, well, this is hearsay or whatnot, you know, even though we don't know whether any of the other Pokemon are going to be added, or the later generation Pokemon are going to be added, at least these next Pokemon are now going to be fairy types. So we're going to go through them very quickly. For the most part, Clefable, Azumarill, Mr. Mime, Togekiss, and Gardevoir. These are the Pokemon that were in this generation, readily available and whatnot throughout the game, pretty easy to get for the most part, and are now gaining the fairy typing. So, you know, these are all good Pokemon, except for maybe Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime's okay, I guess, but, you know, not great. But the rest of them are pretty good. Of course, they all, except for Clefable, have a dual type. Azumarill's water, you know, Gardevoir's psychic, Togekiss flying. So, yeah, you know, and Mr. Mime psychic as well. So, you know, those typings, those overlapping typings are pretty good. Gardevoir, I think, is probably or Togekiss are the most notable ones. But then again, Azumarill's not that far behind because, again, if you don't choose the water starter, you'll want a water type. Even though, again, we're having this hearsay and naysay about whether they're going to have HMs and whatnot in this generation. I don't think that they're going to. I think, again, you know, modern fans have gotten into the habit of not using HMs, and HMs are just an absolute pain in the butt, so I don't expect them to use them. I don't want them to use them. I don't think anyone wants to use HMs anymore. It just takes away too much sort of stuff from the games that you have to now have a HM slave, or you have to have a Pokemon that's some of its moves are taken up by fairly useless HM moves. Like, yeah, sure, Surf and Fly are okay, but the rest aren't really going to cut it. But anyway, you know, as they're getting along with these games, and as new generations have, come along and gone along and whatnot, they have, gained new types or new types of Pokemon to the games since these